Imagine the taste of succulent seafood mixed with the flavorful saffron-infused rice, all cooked in a large pan until it reaches perfection. Yes, we're talking about Spain's iconic paella. Originating from Spain's east coast, specifically the Valencian region, paella is a culinary delight that has won hearts and appetites worldwide. It started as a humble dish, cooked by laborers over an open fire, using rice, rabbit, beans, and whatever else was at hand. The dish was named after the pan it was cooked in, la paella, which means the pan in Valencian. Today, paella has evolved, reflecting the diversity of Spain itself. Each region, each chef, brings their unique touch to this versatile dish. From the mountains to the coast, the ingredients vary, but the essence of paella remains the same, a celebration of flavor and community. In Valencia, the birthplace of paella, they stick to the classics. Rabbit, chicken, green beans, and butter beans are the stars, with the rice soaking up all the delicious flavors. But as you travel along the coast, the dish takes on a maritime flair. Seafood paella brims with mussels, prawns, and squid, their sea-salty goodness infusing the saffron-tinted rice. Yet no matter the variety, the method of cooking paella is a ritual, steeped in tradition. It starts with sautéing the meat and vegetables, followed by adding the rice and saffron. The ingredients are then left to simmer, untouched, allowing the rice to absorb the flavors and form the coveted succulent, the slightly caramelized, crispy bottom layer of rice. Paella is not just a dish, it's a social event. It's about gathering around the pan, sharing stories and laughter, while the aroma of simmering rice and spices fills the air. It's about anticipation, as you wait for the paella to reach that perfect point of cooked yet slightly al dente rice. So when you think of Spain, envision the vibrant colors and divine taste of paella, a true Spanish masterpiece. Now, picture yourself in a bustling Spanish bar, surrounded by a plethora of small dishes, each one more delicious than the last. Welcome to the world of tapas. Tapas, in essence, is an experience, a social act deeply embedded in Spanish culture. It's not just about the food, but the ambiance, the conversation, the joy of sharing. The word tapa literally translates to cover or lid, harking back to the tradition of covering your drink with a slice of bread or ham to keep the flies away. Over time, this practical solution evolved into a culinary art form, with each region in Spain boasting its unique tapas. In Andalusia, you might find yourself savoring a plate of albondigas, mouth-watering meatballs in a rich tomato sauce. Move on to Basque Country, and you'd be feasting on pinzos, little skewers loaded with a variety of ingredients from fresh seafood to creamy cheeses. In Madrid, don't miss the patatas bravas, crispy potatoes doused in a spicy tomato sauce. Tapas is also a reflection of Spain's diversity, from the seafood-laden dishes of the coastal regions to the hearty meat-based fare of the inland areas. Each dish is a bite-sized exploration of Spanish history and geography, a delicious journey through the country's rich and varied culinary landscape. But regardless of what's on the plate, the true essence of tapas lies in its social aspect. It's about lingering over a meal, savoring each bite, and engaging in lively conversation. It's about the joy of discovering new flavors, the anticipation of what the next dish will bring. So next time you find yourself in a Spanish bar, don't rush. Take your time, savor each bite, and let the tapas work their magic. Because tapas, in the end, is not just about food. It's about the experience, the camaraderie, the joy of sharing good food with good company. Tapas, the perfect bite-sized tastes of Spain, bringing people together one dish at a time. Feel the refreshing burst of a chilled, tomato-based soup on a hot summer day. That's gazpacho for you. Imagine the scorching summer heat of southern Spain, the region of Andalusia. Amid the ancient Moorish architecture and sun-drenched olive groves, the locals have found a way to cool down, a culinary masterpiece that's as refreshing as a dip in the Mediterranean Sea. Enter gazpacho, a chilled soup that's not just a dish, but a lifeline during the sizzling Andalusian summers. Gazpacho's roots trace back to the times when Andalusia was a part of the Islamic world. Back then, it was a simple concoction of bread, garlic, olive oil, and water, pounded together in a mortar. The introduction of tomatoes, a New World food, transformed this humble dish into the vibrant red soup we know today. The magic of gazpacho lies in its simplicity and the symphony of fresh, raw vegetables. Ripe tomatoes are the star of the show, lending their sweet and tangy flavor. Crunchy peppers and cucumbers, pungent garlic, and a dash of vinegar, all blitzed together, create a soup that's more than the sum of its parts. It's a cool, refreshing bowl of health that champions the very essence of Mediterranean cuisine. But gazpacho is not a one-size-fits-all dish. Every household in Andalusia has their own version. Some prefer it silky smooth, others enjoy a chunkier texture. Some add a drizzle of olive oil on top, others sprinkle crispy croutons. Gazpacho is versatile, and that's part of its charm. In Spain, gazpacho is not just a soup. It's an integral part of the summer culture. It's what families have for lunch during the sweltering afternoons. It's what friends share in a pitcher at picnics. It's what you'd find in thermoses at the beach. It's the ultimate summer comfort food. So, the next time the summer heat gets unbearable, remember gazpacho. It's more than just a soup, it's a tradition, a respite, a celebration of summer's bounty. Gazpacho, a cool, refreshing taste of Spanish summers. Imagine the sweet smell of freshly fried dough dusted with sugar and served with a rich chocolate dip. That's churros, Spain's sweet delight. Churros, a delicacy that has won the hearts of many across the globe, originated in Spain and remains a beloved dessert or snack in this gastronomic paradise. Picture this, a crisp, golden brown exterior with a light and fluffy inside, all rolled in a delightful coating of sugar. The result is a treat that is as satisfying as it is addictive. In Spain, churros are not just a dessert, they are a tradition. From the bustling streets of Madrid to the tranquil coastal towns, you'll find churros being enjoyed at all times of the day. Early morning, late at night, or as an afternoon snack, there's never a wrong time to indulge in this sweet delight. Now let's talk about how these heavenly treats are made. The process starts with a simple dough made from water, flour, and salt. This dough is then piped through a star-shaped nozzle and deep-fried until it turns a beautiful golden brown. The magic doesn't stop there. The freshly fried churros are then rolled in sugar, adding an extra layer of sweetness that makes them irresistible. But what truly sets churros apart is the custom of serving them with a rich, thick chocolate dip. This isn't your regular hot chocolate, though. It's a dense, velvety concoction that's more akin to melted chocolate. Dipping the warm, sugary churro into this luscious chocolate is an experience like no other. The contrast between the crunchy churro and the smooth chocolate creates a symphony of flavors and textures that's truly unforgettable. Churros are more than just a dessert in Spain. They're a testament to the country's love for good food and the joy of sharing it with others. They remind us that sometimes the simplest ingredients can create the most delightful experiences. Churros, a sweet ending to your Spanish culinary journey. Scene script: Spain, a country where every bite tells a story. As we've journeyed through the vibrant flavors of Spain, we've tasted the rich symphony of ingredients that make up the heart of Spanish cuisine. Our first stop was the sun-drenched region of Valencia, where we discovered the iconic paella. This dish, a medley of saffron-scented rice and a variety of seafood, is truly a feast for the senses. Every grain of rice, imbued with the essence of the sea, sings a tale of the Mediterranean. From there, we hopped over to the bustling tapas bars of Andalusia. Ah, tapas! These delightful little bites, whether it's the succulent gambas al ajillo or the hearty tortilla española, are more than just food. They're a social experience, a tradition steeped in camaraderie and shared joy. Each bite, each flavor is a new chapter in this ongoing story of Spanish gastronomy. Who could forget the gazpacho, Spain's cool summer soup? This refreshing blend of ripe tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, and a drizzle of olive oil is a testament to Spain's bountiful produce. It whispers tales of sultry Spanish summers, of siestas in the shade, and leisurely meals under the azure sky. And finally, we indulged our sweet tooth with the churros, Spain's sweet delight. Dusted with sugar and served with a side of thick, velvety chocolate, these golden treats are a love letter to the joy of simplicity. They're the perfect end to our gastronomical journey, a sweet farewell from Spain's generous kitchen. So, we've tasted the sea, savored the land, sipped the summer, and sweetened the journey, all through the lens of the Spanish cuisine. Indeed, the beauty of Spanish cuisine lies not just in its flavors, but also in the stories it tells, the history it carries, and the love it shares. So next time you think of Spanish cuisine, remember, it's a culinary journey worth exploring. Until next time, buen provecho!